Hello and welcome to the Adventure Toolkit example reel number 20. My name's Glenn Storm, and I'm from Hot Iron Productions. And today we're going to talk about version 1.3 changes, beginning with a couple of fixes. The Typebox tool used to complain with a warning anytime the letter type sound effects field was missing an audio clip. This is an audio clip that would play each letter that was typed in the type box, and it no longer complains with a warning message. Next, the Captions Manager and Scene Manager tools likewise complained with warnings due to code that will be depreciated in future versions of Unity. This code has been cleaned up to follow Unity 5.4 conventions, and so you no longer receive those warning messages. Now, on to the good stuff. In the Action folder, the AimLock tool now includes a couple of parameters so that you can turn or aim over time. In the Cinematic folder, the Captions trigger allows you to auto-time your captions, and the Captions Manager tool allows you to completely style your captions. Let's look at those right now. Here in the Action folder, I've got this cube using the AimLock and aiming at this aim target, or just some game object in the scene. And if I hit play, as normal, it immediately turns towards it and will stick to it every frame. The new parameters, however, allow it to turn over time. So let's look at these two new parameters. First is use turn speed, and if this checkbox is true, it will now pay attention to the second parameter, turn speed, and turn over time. If it's false, it will turn instantly, as you just saw. The next parameter is turn speed, and this will allow you to set the speed at which it will turn toward the AimLock target. It's expressed in radians per second, and if I click true on use turn speed and hit play again, you will see this cube turn towards the AimLock target at 1 radian per second. And there you go. Moving on. In the Cinematic folder, the Captions Trigger and Captions Manager tools have new parameters. Let's look at them now. The Captions Trigger had the caption's duration as part of each caption. This is expressed in seconds, and you used to have to set this so that your captions stayed on screen for this length of time. What we have now is a simple checkbox to auto-configure these durations based on the length of the text in the captions. So this parameter is use auto durations, and if this is true, the captions will be automatically recalculated at runtime, overriding these parameters, and that will be an approximation based on the length of the text. It is not foolproof, but it is a quick way to set the captions timing. So in this example, I have the captions set to 3 seconds each, and if I hit play, that may work for some of the captions, but for other captions, it's not quite enough time to read it. And especially if you're using something like the Tool Setup tool and auto-changing these captions text during runtime, you may need your tool to retime them as well. So you could use this auto durations checkbox, and this will now overwrite the captions duration and give you a slightly better caption timing based on the length of the string. Alright, that's Captions Trigger. Captions Manager now has a couple of parameters that allow you to style the captions. First is Captions Font Size. This is the font sized as it would be seen on a screen that is 1024 pixels wide. This will scale appropriately based on changes to your screen size. So if it's larger, this font will be larger, and if it's smaller, the font will be smaller. It will scale appropriately. Next is Captions Text Color. This is the color that will appear above the drop shadow of the captions. It defaults to white, but you can color it whatever you want. Next is Captions Text Padding, and not to be confused with Captions Padding, which is talking about time between captions. Captions text padding is talking about the visual padding around the screen. This is the space between the edge of the screen and the text. And in this case, it's expressed as a proportion of screen space, and this is set to 0.05 or 5% of the screen space around the text. Finally, there's Captions Style, and similar to the Menu Manager tool, this is utilizing the GUI style property. This is a combined property with a lot of parameters. The main ones to focus on here, however, are font and font style and alignment. This should give you a lot more ways to display your captions and to utilize the Captions Manager for things such as credits or other kinds of titles. So let's look at our captions again, and you'll note that the captions font size allows you to change this at runtime, but it's also overriding the font size as expressed in the caption style. Likewise, I can mess with the captions text color and see that change in real time. Captions text padding will display the text as expressed based on a distance from the edge of the screen. Okay. The real gem of this update, though, is the fact that you can change the font. So let's find a couple of cool fonts, and now I can show my captions in different ways. It may be that you find a more readable font than the standard Arial font that there was, and it may be that you just want something a little bit more interesting than the Arial font, such as this fun font. Alright. Well, this should give you a lot of different ways to show your captions, and hopefully this is useful to you. It was one of the requested features, and we always like to get requested features. We love to serve our customers. So please, if you have new requests for the features of the Adventure Toolkit, please leave it down in the comments below. Alright, that is it for the cinematic folder, the actions folder, and that is it for the changes in version 1.3 of the Adventure Toolkit. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for the next one.